Hey everyone, welcome back to the EXO. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Huawei P60 Pro. This is one of Huawei's latest flagship offerings, which will launch in Malaysia on 11th May 2023. Let's start with the design of the phone. The Huawei P60 Pro has a sleek and premium design. Our review sample comes in a pearlescent Rococo Pearl finish, which makes the phone feel more premium to touch. A side note for this colorway is that no two phones are alike, as each phone will feature a different pattern at the back. The P60 Pro is mated with a triple X-Mage camera system located at the top right of the device. One neat detail that I like is the matching finish on the camera bump instead of just using white plastic. The front is dominated by a 6.67-inch curved display with a punch hole style selfie camera occupying the top area. In terms of ergonomics, the device feels good to hold and the weight is balanced. The camera bump is not too thick, making it easy to fit in my pocket. Let's move on to the display itself. The 6.67-inch AMOLED display has a resolution of 1220x2700 pixels. While it looks peculiar on paper, the resolution sits right between Full HD Plus and Quad HD Plus. In practical terms, I didn't notice any difference between Quad HD Plus and 1220x2700 pixels. The 120Hz refresh rate makes the screen feel fluid and smooth as well. Now, Huawei has been touting the camera performance of the P60 Pro since they were announced, so let's take a look at it. The P60 Pro comes equipped with a powerful camera system that's versatile for capturing different moments. It has a triple lens camera setup on the back, including a 48MP main camera, a 30MP ultra-wide and a 48MP telephoto. The main camera takes excellent pictures with lots of sharpness and detail. It also handles low light situations very well thanks to the RYYB sensor. The telephoto camera is also decent and has autofocus and OIS. However, if I am to nitpick, I think the ultra-wide camera's color reproduction is not as good as the other two. You can also capture up to 4K 60 video, and the OIS handles minor shakes and bumps very well. When it comes to performance, the Huawei P60 Pro is equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 4G chipset. Now, if you notice, this chipset is from the previous generation and it lacks 5G. Long story short, Huawei has been banned from obtaining chipsets from the United States. However, Qualcomm is licensed to supply the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 4G chipset to Huawei, hence the current predicament they are having. Regardless, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is still a potent chipset in 2023. It manages to score 11,638 points on PCMark Work 3.0 performance test and a respectable 3,887 points on Geekbench. The Adreno 730 GPU is still a capable performer, scoring more than 5,000 points on Geekbench OpenCL test. In real-life gaming environments, it easily breezes through most games like MLBB and PUBG Mobile. On Genshin Impact, I can easily get more than 50 FPS on high settings. For global releases, Huawei has opted for EMUI instead of the much talked about Harmony OS. It's based on Android 12 minus the Google services. In its place are Huawei's own app ecosystem such as Huawei Docs, App Gallery and Petal Maps. While it can be inconvenient at first, you can still download most apps from third-party stores like APK Pure. Let's move on to the battery life. The P60 Pro is equipped with a 4,815 mAh battery. It's by no means the largest battery capacity among flagships nowadays, however, it's still decent. On PCMark Work 3.0 battery test, it manages about 16 hours and 18 minutes, and practically speaking, it has no issues with lasting the entire day with some juice to spare. Charging speed is peppy as well, as the bundled 88W charger can get the phone to 50% in about 10 minutes. So, what are our final thoughts about this device? While the Huawei P60 Pro is not a strong value proposition on paper, mainly the lack of 5G and the aging Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset, it's still a capable device thanks to a potent and versatile camera system. It can be argued that most users won't really notice the performance difference from Gen 1 and Gen 2, and 5G adoption in Malaysia is still in its infancy stage. But at the same time, not everyone wants a full-fledged camera system and would be happier with a more complete package offered by the competitors. To me, at least, the main determining factor would be the launch price, which we will only know on 11th May 2023. It also depends on you and how attached you are to Google's own ecosystem. That's all for today. If you like this video, please don't forget to give a like and subscribe. I'm Pearlescent from the EXO, and I'll catch you in the next video.